What's up guys, hope you're doing great. This is your boy PHOTOSHOOT, and today we are going to complete the 3-part video with color grading. Okay, so the previous videos, if you haven't seen them, I'm gonna link them up above so you can check them out. It has the start where we cut the shots and arrange it on our timeline, and also in the second one we went ahead to add effects to the cuts. So if you want to take a look at the effects, you notice that I gave some highlights effects, some transitional effects, and some up-tempo effects and all that. So a lot more coming through, and if you want to see it and how I did it, you can check out that video popping up right now. Okay, so this is the final video. I'm gonna actually make this a playlist, so if you are happening to see this first, check out the playlist and it will take you through from the start all the way to this point, which brings us to the final part of the 3-part video series. Okay, so let's get right into it. So what I'm gonna do first of all, anytime when I'm gonna color grade, is that I create adjustment layers. Okay, so I have an adjustment layer. If you want to create a new one, you just hit new item, then you hit adjustment layer, and it's going to take after your sequence settings in terms of the resolution, so the width and the height. Okay, so if I hit OK, it creates the adjustment layer for me, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place it right on top of everything else. Okay, and also duplicate it by hitting Alt and dragging upwards. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do, and everything gets affected underneath. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to go into the color tab, down to creative, and add my first LUT. Okay, so I have this folder where it contains all my LUTs. I have this named selected color grade for my film. So if you wish to try it out, I'm going to leave a link to it down in the description below, so check it out and download it, and you can also apply it to your outdoor as well as indoor shots. Okay, so the first is this particular LUT, which is Rec 709 Alexa. So this is how it looks. I really love how it plays with skin tones and gives a very nice grade to the green. So if you see the before and the after, you notice that our greens are looking quite good, as well as the skin tone over here. All right, so before and after, it gives a very nice subtle look to the skin, bringing out the magenta that the skin has to have. Okay, on the topmost adjustment layer is going to have my orange and teal low light LUT. Okay, so once I place it on it, you notice that it readily affects the video. So I have 2 LUTs in play. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually adjust and ensure that the color correction is perfectly done, so that we don't have this kind of a severe look. All right, so for instance, in this particular shot, you notice that the skin tone is a little bit too more to the blues. All right, because this was during sunset, and so the sun was setting over there in that direction, so this kind of like backlighting as where the camera is pointing towards. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some bit of yellow into the temperature, the white balance. Okay, and I'm gonna open the shadows a little bit more. Okay, not too much. Okay, reduce the highlights and open up with the contrast, probably increase the whites. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, so let's check before and after doing the color correction. So this before and after, looking good already. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the settings over here, apply it to this particular shot to see how it looks. Okay, it looks quite good. It's giving me all the brown tones there on what he's walking, right? And I'm going to also copy, I'm also going to paste it right over here on the shot, and already it looks good on the skin. Okay, so the skin is glowing because I added some yellows in there. All right, so what I'm losing here is the blue, so I'm going to reduce the highlights so that I can actually deepen my blues in here. So with the use of the hue saturation curves, with the hue versus saturation, I'm going to use the eyedropper and select the area that's blue. Okay, and I'm going to push the blue upwards to increase the blues in there. Okay, with the help of hue, I'm going to make it a little bit teal. All right, just like so. Okay, so that's where we are now in this particular one, and I really love the color separation in the skin and the clouds. Okay, beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna copy these details and bring it up here and see how it will look like. All right, so copy and Control V, paste. All right, it looks quite good, just that it's a little bit to the highlight side. So I'm gonna reduce the whites a little bit, okay, and reduce the shadows. Okay, so a little bit too blown out. Reduce the exposure and rather open up the shadows. Okay, so I think we are quite good where we are. All right, skin tones are looking very pleasant. Okay, and the sky also looks nice. It's well exposed and everything looks in place. All right, so the next one is going to be this. Now remember that this particular settings I gave works with this area, so it's definitely going to work, of course. I'm going to paste it in this as well, and as follows. Okay, so basically I have the look that I will give to this particular area, and I think it looks clean. I really love the sun rays over there hitting the lens. Beautiful. Okay, all right, so our colors are looking good. Basically same thing that we can do over here is what we did before. Okay, so we're going to ensure that the skin tone looks quite good, and I'm going to increase the vibrance in here to bring more pop. Beautiful. Okay, but I feel like the blues is too much to the vibrant side, so I'm gonna use the hue saturation curves, hue versus saturation, and reduce the blues just a bit, just slightly. Okay, all the blue areas down a little bit. I think it's looking quite good. Let's try and apply same settings in here and see how it's gonna look. Perfect. Okay, maybe we have too much vibrance in the skin tone this time, so I'm gonna equally select the skin area towards the orange, the red, and reduce it just slightly. Okay, I think we're looking good so far. All right, so in this indoor shot, okay, having that effect doesn't really give a great representation, so let me turn off the effect, the warp effect, and we can actually work on the footage as it's supposed to look like. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the shadows, because readily what I see is that there's too much shadows in there. Once I open it up, the LUTs look so good already. Skin tone is being blessed with so much warmth, and everything looks just right in place. Okay, gonna reduce my whites or probably increase it just slightly. Okay, but I feel like there's too much contrast in the shots. Let me enlarge it and see. Put it on full. Okay, right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce the contrast just a little bit. All right, I think I'm quite satisfied with where we are. Over to the next footage. All right, so I have the color grade for this, so I can easily apply it all over here. So let's look at another instance that we haven't touched before. Okay, so as we scan through, all right, so this shot right over here, okay, having the artist with the model, I'm gonna equally just open up the shadows, of course, because readily that's what I see. It's too much shadows, too much contrast, so I'm gonna reduce contrast just a little bit. Okay, increase the whites. Beautiful. Increase the highlights just a little bit more to make it pop, and alter my white balance just slightly. Maybe that's too much. Okay, so I think this just works perfectly well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the properties over here and paste it on this shot. Okay, which looks quite identical. All right, I think it's a little bit to the bright side. All right, so let me just reduce the shadows quite a bit. right, and apply it over here. So because it's of the same cut, same lighting, same instance. Let's look for another instance. Yes. All right, so where the models are dancing, I think one layer is up above. Okay, I'm going to touch on both of them at the same time. All right, so let's start with this particular shot. All right, so already what I see is there's too much highlight in this. So I'm going to bring in the shadows, not too much, and highlights all the way, and the whites all the way down like that. And it looks too warm, so I'm going to reduce the temperature and bring it up all the way just like this, and reduce the exposure quite a bit. Okay, so I think I'm okay with what I'm seeing so far. So let me copy the properties of this particular shot, what I just did, and place it right over here. So I'm going to replace it with this kind of effect. Okay, the reason why you see a different color is because of the effects that I added. That's why you're seeing this color in there. All right, okay, so I'm gonna rather place it down here in the shot. I'm gonna delete this and place it here. All right, so I think fancy how it looks like now, but I think adding a little bit of warmth to this will match up with this particular shot, and I think I like where I am so far. All right, so to proceed, let's find another instance where we have a different condition, different lighting situation. Okay, so I think this particular shot over here looks like something we can dive into. So I'm going to apply the settings I had before, and readily notice that it's too much to the blues, so I'm going to increase the temperature just a little bit. Okay, open up the shadows. Okay, let's run through it and see how it looks. Okay, I really like what it's doing with the skin. Skin looks so nice. All right, so I'm going to increase the whites to bring much more life to the shot. Beautiful. All right, let's look for yet another instance. Perfect. This is another instance where I have a lot of shadows in there. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly pick up these properties and transfer them right over here and see what it will look like. Okay, so of course I was using a tungsten light temperature in this particular situation, so I'm definitely gonna have too much warmth in there, so I'm gonna reduce the temperature to sync and make it make sense. All right, so I'll increase the highlights or probably reduce it because I'm getting a lot of noise in here, so not too much. Reduce my whites, okay, to maintain a nice look like that, and probably increase my exposure to overall. Okay, all right, so a little bit of the temperature to the right, and I think I like what I'm seeing. Beautiful, it looks clean and sharp. All right, so let me go into it and see. Okay, I think there's too much noise in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the highlights a little bit more. Okay, all right, because this was a low light situation and I used a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K, you're not always going to be lucky with the noise. Okay, so I can maintain it and denoise it later on when I'm done with the entire edit. Okay, so let me just transfer these settings and place them right over here. Okay, looking good, looking so good. All right, and basically I think I've covered every lighting situation that I had within this shoot. Okay, so typically that's how I color grade with my LUTs. I've created a lot of LUTs over the years. I started doing filmmaking, and so it makes my workflow so easy, and it's like in every instance I have a color grade LUT ready for the taking. So I'm going to leave down the description below links to download all my LUTs that I've provided so far, and you can also have a try with your hands on them. Okay, so yeah, basically that brings us to the color grading process, how I color grade my music videos and I bring it to a completion. So thank you very much for watching this video to the very end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and turn on the post notification button, especially if you haven't, so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video over here on my YouTube channel, and you'll be the first to see it after you get notified. And until the next video, I'm gonna catch you later. Have a wonderful day. See ya.